Tirico along with Greg Olson, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Foxborough. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson on the move. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. Inside the 25. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and man, boy, did they ever.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Second and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. We'll try and set up the screen to Hill.
Jackson's pass complete to
A
Justice
terrific
Hill.
way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's Henderson, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
22-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a big play there for New England. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Keyshawn Booty, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's to the right side. And incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. Third down coming up. May to throw again. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They're going. It's May. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Pats first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A run, and this is Henderson. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was bombed. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first and goal, and that was electric to watch.
Wow, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's first and goal. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Jackson's pass complete to Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's got a man. That is Kayshon Boutte. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
On the zone read, a give to Henderson. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with May. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Good play calling, Reverend. Drive continues. Another first and 10. Once more, it's Henderson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Throwing right side, that's taken in by Boutte. To the goal line and in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
complete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Eckley on to punt. He sends that one skyward. On the return is Jones. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try again. It's second and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. This one over before it started. Behind the line, it's going to be a loss of a couple. New England going to take their second timeout. It is third and long. Now, Jackson. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing on first and 10 is May. That's caught! And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. LeJohntay Wester now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Jackson sacked.
Draymond Jones. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, it's Henderson. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
The 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, here's May. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Throwing Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 21
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And it'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Henderson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball's incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
They'll go. Here's May. This one up top for Dobbs. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll run. It's Henry. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Derrick
Baltimore.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard
From
line.
out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's May again. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
May
line.
to throw again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
Patriots first down.
Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, that's what you call a statement drive right there, Mike. You've got the lead, second half of the ball game, and you can feel you're really starting to wear down this defense, and this is about as good as it gets. Long drive, and then you get down there tight, and you're able to punch it in on the ground and just continue to extend this lead.
Makes the score Patriots 35. Ravens 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin
The
then.
Ravens take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is much side and caught by Flowers. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will score. Game on. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson. A 6-yard pickup brings
Ball
up
on the
second
30
and
now.
4
Here's
at the
2nd and
30-yard
4.
line.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of 1.
3rd
It's
and
now
5.
3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. So they have it 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
They'll go right back to Stevenson. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for two.
The Patriots will
Throw again is May. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
This is first and 10. Jackson now. Open man, that's Flowers. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
A first down throw for Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Say Flowers, the man he was looking for. It's second down.
And 10.
From the gun, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Jackson up top again. Moving outside the pocket. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Jackson now on second down. That one caught for Dante Wester. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give to Henderson, running right. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. Here's second and 2. Throwing is May. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here we go. One final play. Loading up. Launching downfield. He's got it. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL